itself will go under this package from 5.9% when I came in to 4.1% in the second year. That is getting dangerously close to the threes. And once we get into the threes, we really are start cooking in terms of people finding this place particularly attractive. And let me just suggest one other thing to you. Capital gains taxes. As the income tax rate comes down, because people do not distinguish between a capital gains rate and a regular income rate, we now are providing real incentives for people not to have to leave this state when they go to exercise their ability to sell some of what they earned throughout their career. You know, some of the biggest business people don't think this matters all that much until they retire. And then they all move to Florida. So we're trying to bring that rate down, and we hope we will get it down. So you got the small business tax cut, the help for the lower income people, and the lowering of the rate here in the state to keep more people in the state from leaving. Because one thing Ohio needs is we need a more infusion of youth and energy, and that entrepreneurship can be tremendously related to our young people. We need to grow youth in the state of Ohio. How do we pay for it? 6.5% tax on the severance for oil and gas. Now, on one of my odysseys a couple weeks ago, I met with the governor of Wyoming. Their severance tax is a lot higher than ours. So is the severance tax in North Dakota, in Alaska, and when I tell them that we basically have none, they can't believe it. They say, how can people deplete our resources and not have to pay for making Ohio poor? So that's exactly what happens here. They have significant severance taxes. Many of them rely on their severance taxes to run their budgets. We do not do that. But we believe by getting these companies to pay their fair share after they have not paid their fair share, going on the fourth year, it's time for them to step up. And we'll also leave 20% of that tax in the local communities so they can deal with their infrastructure problems and the other problems that they may have related to that industry. In addition, the cap tax goes up from 0.26 to 0.32. That tax has not been touched in 10 years. And if you look at the revenue that gets raised from the increased cat tax, it is almost offset dollar for dollar, helping the small businesses. So what we're doing is asking the bigger businesses, in most cases, to pay a little bit more so that the smaller businesses can grow and flourish in our state, because we believe in the power of small businesses. And then we have a 0.5% increase in the sales tax, because we believe we ought to have a tax system that produces the revenue but encourages risk-taking and job creation, not one that encourages consumption. And in our state, of course, the consumption of things like medical, food, and necessities of life are exempted from this increase. And there's a mix and a match of some others, including a $1 increase on cigarette taxes. It'll probably produce us more revenue, convince people not to smoke as much, and save us money in Medicaid and health care. A word about school funding.